What's up, everybody? How's it going? We're back after like a month and a half hiatus. Things have been crazy. Life has been crazier. And if you want to keep up with me a little more than what I am on here, you got to get over to the fishing channel. I'm uploading up over there just about every day. So life's crazy. We got Mr. Dakota Utley with us right here. I ran into Dakota down at the lake the other day. He was magnet fishing. And I
Oh,
was
I
telling him, I
love
was
that
like,
stuff.
dude, I was telling him, like, you got to start a YouTube channel, man. So we got Steve Kelly. We have Del Pogue with us. What's up? We've got MC with us.
Yo,
Everybody's
MC,
jumping in at the
MC, MC.
everybody's jumping in at the last second. Yeah, I was telling Dakota that he needed to start a channel. Like, and so he said he's gonna go shoot his first video this week, I think is what he was saying. And I'm gonna show him the reins of editing and everything else. Mr. Boom Country is in the house. Contact Mr. Boom Country for all your Cerakoting needs if you are in the Midwest. He is one of the top Cerakoters in the Midwest.
Whoa. Is
Did you
that
not know that?
that's not something we just throw around here, okay, guys? We're not just throwing that around. Like he's got to be legit.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen his work. I follow him on Instagram, and as far as Cerakote goes, I've never had anything Cerakoted. Like, where I'm gonna do that very soon. But as far as photos go, I haven't seen his work in person, but he's got beautiful stuff.
Look at this guy. Podcast equipment on the way. This guy.
Whoa, for reals. All
Look,
right.
we got Mr. Coop with us. What's up, Coop?
CNT Designs and Arms.
And we got he says he's got more pics on the way to Instagram.
Fantastic. I
MC. Oh, go ahead.
was gonna say I might need to consult with him a little bit. I don't know that it's worth me sending my lower to him because it would be like FFL stuff shipping. I can just go somewhere locally and get it done, but I might still consult with him, ask him some questions.
You could send him the upper if you didn't want to deal with the lower aspect.
I'm hoping to get a design that matches between the two of them.
Oh,
But yeah, but I have more than one gun, so I mean,
yeah. Okay. Mr. MC, I need you to email me. I have been trying to reach you, and it's not about your car's extended warranty, but I need you to email me, Mr. MC, if you
I
don't
told him
mind.
to text me, and I gave him my phone number, and he's never texted me before. But he'll email me and he'll comment on every video. He's a fantastic dude.
He is. I want to reach out. I want to chat with him. So, Mr. MC, I need you to reach out to me. He says, LOL, no problem. My email is bendingtheoutdoors@gmail.com, but it is on my
Whoa,
channel.
you got an
I
email
mean,
now?
I do.
I didn't
I've
know.
moved up in the world. Um, yeah, it's if you go over to the doobly doo in the about, it's down there. So I need you to email me. Coop, just living life one day at a time, fishing it up. Broke my finger the other day, so living life. But what about these 4 balloons?
Okay, can I tell you? Let me tell you the story about the first balloon. Can we rewind to the first balloon?
Is Well, DK's over here throwing shade. Is Benny getting paid by the hour? YouTube being on this late live?
You get paid later.
No,
You get paid more at night.
no. Life has been crazy, guys. Like extremely crazy. So it was my trigger finger. Um, so oh,
Okay,
you're good, DK.
okay. Let me rewind you to this first balloon. So there's a balloon sighting. See, the last two are UFOs. See, I don't think they were all balloons. Okay, the first one, it's coming in over Canada, comes into Montana or whatever, right? And so immediately my dad calls me and he's like, "Hey, do you think this thing has an EMP on it?" Immediately my dad is like, "Yo, this is an EMP. Are you ready? What are we gonna do? What's it gonna look like in 3 months? Like this whole thing." And I'm like, unfortunately, if this is an EMP, there's not a lot we can do. Like there's not a large recipe for success if we get EMP'd. Like, I mean, 60% of the population dead in 3 months, 90% of the population gone in what's this, like 6 or 8 months, and like all that's left after a year is like people who are huddled up in a community and gangs. That's all that's left after a year. Like I hope it's not an EMP. Like I'm not out here like doomsday prepping hoping for an EMP one day. Like that's not going to be fun for anyone.
Yeah, see, the one today was octagon shaped, and that's what has me.
No, it's so weird.
See, y'all doing too much.
So you know that Arkansas governor, he said to his Arkansas people, "Listen, y'all, don't shoot at the balloon," because he knew who his people were, and he told them, "Don't shoot at the balloon because your AR-15 ain't going to shoot that far." But if it were happened to be aliens, then like I think we would have a whole lot more friends. I think Mr. David Hogg would have to shut up a little bit.
Yeah. Just remember, if it is aliens, we all have to wear a shirt that says "Ask me about my butthole."
Okay, I can finally see the chat now. I can't. I'm struggling here. I can finally see the chat now.
Yeah, DK has a great. Look at this. MC has proton mail too.
Yeah, him and I have emailed before. We've just never texted.
Oh,
maybe he's worried about the aliens intercepting our text message.
he does live out in the middle of nowhere in Michigan. Like he's way out bumfuck Egypt.
So that one was shot over Michigan, wasn't it? The last one, a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
Maybe MC got he's building an 8.6 Blackout. Maybe he shot it with a subsonic.
Yeah. So, like I said, I just met this Dakota guy the other day at the lake magnet fishing. Everybody send some positive words of encouragement to Dakota to start his magnet fishing YouTube channel. Oh no, it's his phone is a company issued phone, is what he said.
Okay, so now that he says that, it reminds me that he did tell me that. I see that. He did tell me that.
So yeah, Dakota's saying he's got 4 guns. He's got 2 Rossies, a pump 22, and a 12 gauge. Hell yeah, dude.
Do you know Dakota? Is he a young guy or?
Dakota, he's younger. I think he said he was 20.
Okay, well he's starting a good little list there. He's knocked off the let's see, 2 Rossi pump. Oh, so he's got 2 of the 4 prepper calendars checked off his list.
22 and 12. We have Mr. Ronaldo One in the Hizzle house.
Ron Wayne.
If you guys have not checked out the Eastern Kentucky Hoodlum, Mr. Ronaldo Wayno, make sure you get over there and check him out. Tell him Bending sent you. And if you call him Ronaldo, you get bonus points. He's guaranteed to heart your comment if you call him Ronaldo.
Oh, MC's gonna leave his company? Man, I hate to see that. 25 years.
Oh man.
I mean, obviously it's if it was good, he would stay, obviously. But
Oh wow, DK is the first person I've ever heard of that has gotten their concealed carry approved in California. Congratulations, dude. That
wow,
is a feat. Oh
those,
yeah, Dakota's got the Ruger Precision 22 LR, same one both you and I have,
oh yeah, we've got that too.
and a 243 Remington.
243 is 6 millimeter, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's 6 millimeter.
I
Um,
keep seeing 243 pop up. I feel like it doesn't maybe get as much like credit as it deserves.
Ron's throwing shade. Good to see me out of hibernation. I've been fishing, guys.
That means he hasn't seen your channel, your fishing channel is what that means.
No, Ron and I talk on the phone about every day. Oh,
Okay. So uh Ron, I told Mr. Bending the other day that YouTube did not show me any of his stuff. So I went over and commented on like 2 or 3 of his videos, and now it's showing me his fishing shorts. Um but YouTube was not showing it to me. They didn't know that we knew each other, I guess.
MC says they have no idea how to maintain employee relationships. That's rough. But that's the sad part with it right now. Since the coup hit, companies take for granted people like MC, yourself, and myself that have been with the company for forever. You know what I mean?
I as an employer, I whenever I see people say this kind of stuff, it is just a gut check to me every single time, because I don't want any of my people saying that, you know. And um, I work really hard to make sure that they are appreciated, that they have what they need, and mostly I want to get out of their way and let them do what they're good at, you know. And um, it hurts me to see companies squander, you know, good people. um, there's less and less good people out there, and i I would take it really hard if one of my people left, because I'm not a large employer, um, but it hurts me to see that. He got a 6.5. Well,
Yeah. And MC was saying he was shooting his Grendel today. I didn't realize MC had a Grendel also. So
he
we
does.
all three have Grendels.
He does. And I don't know if he's reloading for it or not yet, but I am not reloading for mine yet, and I need to, because I have no Grendel bullets for my Grendel gun.
I'd say I've got some I can mail you, but I've had a package I was supposed to mail to Ron Wayne for about a month and a half now, and I still haven't done it. Um, it's I've got his address on it. It is boxed up. It's got his address on it. I just haven't had time to get to the postal. So
So my giveaway from my channel is sitting right here. I finally got a box for it because it's kind of big,
what
and
is it?
it was my 7,000 subscriber giveaway.
What was it?
It was that DIY gun case with the Kaizen foam.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it comes with the foam, the case, the knife, and I got it all ready for him. But I was waiting on a box to show up on my porch that I figured it would fit in, and it does fit in it. So I'm gonna send it to him in a chewy box that used to have dog food in it.
There you go.
It's a big case.
So Ron says that's how it works. You have to force yourself on a channel
Yeah,
to get past the negative algorithm. And I agree. Like I've been hurting on the fishing channel. As much grinding that I'm doing on it, I've been hurting with it. But it is what it is. It'll get there.
yeah. If you're commenting on people's stuff, then YouTube will show it to you.
Boom has 2 Grindles, he says.
He had.
Oh, he sold 1.
Okay, so just polling the audience here. MC, what are you thinking for powder, and what are you thinking for bullet? 123, 130?
130s.
Oh yeah, they'll never sniff that one out.
New action in the House working on undisclosed company on another project. Well, you can't text me the name of this company, sir.
He
Because
just
you
out here
can't.
dropping little Easter eggs.
I know.
Hey, you can't ask me about this, but I'm doing this really cool thing.
What
Is
what
that the?
powder are you gonna use, MC? I might have a suggestion for you.
I wonder if he's doing a CX bullet, or if he's doing the. I mean, he could be doing ELDM or ELD match or CX or SST.
So, MC, I really don't eat fish. I just like to fish. I don't like eating fish though.
He kisses them and he releases them.
He hasn't even looked at powder.
Yeah, I haven't
CFE
really either. You
CFE
said
223 works good for lighter than 100 grain. 6.5 stay ball is what I generally use.
okay.
It works good in mine. But my Grindle is violent. I don't know if yours. We talked about this the other day on the phone.
You said that, and I didn't quite know what you meant.
Dude, my Grindle, I'm telling you, it is violent.
So you're saying the recoil is just pretty snappy, or you're getting muzzle rise, or what?
It flips.
Okay.
Like, everybody knows how many rounds I put through. Well, probably not exactly how many rounds I put through a gun every year. But dude, it muzzle flips on me. It is awful. I hate shooting it.
Yeah,
Uh,
I thought about some of those 95 grainers the Boom Country's mentioning. I generally speaking, I want to be on the heavy side of everything, but I mean, I can be convinced of something else. But I was hoping, and I told you this probably 6 months ago. I was hoping that I could have some redundancy because the prepper in me loves redundancy. Um, I was hoping that my Creedmoor and my Grendel could shoot the same bullet, but I think I've kind of. I mean, I could shoot 130 grain out of my Creedmoor, and I can shoot 100. The 130 is the only crossover. Like, I don't want to do 123s for Creedmoor.
it'd be screaming.
Right.
Steve,
So,
I'm doing freshwater fishing generally. I'm hoping to get down to Mississippi, go see my best friend this year, and go try to catch some bull shark with him. We'll see what happens.
bowl shark.
Boom says CFE 223 with 123 ELDMs in his 20-inch that he sold. Dakota wants to know what the Grindle is. So the Grindle is like a hybrid in between 7.62 by 39 and what would be the next one under? It's not 5.56.
I mean, a lot of people generalize it as something in between, like the two popular calibers of a 308 and a 223. More specifically, there's a 7.62 by 39 that would fall in between that, but it's a improved case design that gives you more powder and more weight bullet. Realistically, it's the best bullet to shoot out of an AR-15 platform. Like, it's better than 5.56. I mean, it's the best bullet to shoot out of AR-15. I mean,
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know the Valkyrie. I really love the Valkyrie. MC said he's open. Well, in your email, I'll send you the link to what I use for my load developments.
yeah, I thought his was a BCA.
Yeah. It's the baby brother to the 6.5 Creedmoor. So
Yeah,
it's
a 6.5 bullet as well. It's a 6.5 Grendel.
yeah, so it's the same size projectile as the 6.5 Creedmoor. It's just a smaller case capacity, but it delivers tons of energy. MC has a full video dropping at 11:45. Heck
Full,
yeah.
not a half video. No shorts. So the only thing that's bad from a design standpoint on the Grendel is potentially, because it's a bigger case, potentially that bolt face a little thinned out between the lugs. It's a little thinner than your 5.56, so it kind of prohibits you from getting too wild. But you don't hear a lot of stories about Grendel bolts failing. I mean, it happens, but that's, I mean, 5.56 bolt fails as well. 8.6 blackout bolts fail as well. But
Yeah, they blow up too.
there's a weak spot there with the Grendel and the bolt face, because it does have to open up over a 223 5.56, case head. But
Specific magazines for Grendel, yes, there is. You can get a 28 round Lancer mag, or you can get a 10 round Lancer mag. But the main difference in Grendel magazines versus AR or 5.56 mags is if you get like a 7.62 by 39 AR mag, it will work with the Grendel. It's the same follower. But that's generally all that's different with the Grendel.
I just run 6P mags with no
I
problem.
meant to ask you about this. So Ron and I are doing a cheap 3-gun challenge this spring when he comes. I know it's like, I don't know, 17 hours away for you or something like that, but you're welcome to come too.
A cheap, what does this mean? A cheap gun challenge?
We're doing a cheap 3-gun challenge at the pawn shop.
Oh.
Where we're going to set up a budget, whatever our budget is. We haven't 100% committed to our budget. Where you have to buy a pistol, a rifle, and a shotgun. You have to buy all 3.
Okay.
It could be semi-auto shotgun, semi-auto pistol, semi-auto rifle. No 22s allowed though.
Okay.
It has to be a centerfire rifle and a centerfire pistol. So 9, no rimfire. And we're going to see who gets the most accuracy for their money.
So is this going to be a simulated 3-gun challenge? Or
we're doing this at the range.
Okay.
At the range. So we're going to test accuracy, reliability, and overall who's really the better shooter, because we're going to have 3 guns that none of us have ever shot before.
So factory ammo.
Or reloads. Just fair warning, if you blow up your gun on the range, it's your fault.
I ain't blowing up no more guns.
Or, I mean, we could do cheap rifle, cheap shotgun, whatever. I think really a lot of it is my muzzle brake DK. I've got an Area 419 Hellfire brake that I need to just sew on there.
Oh, you don't have...
Do what?
You don't have that one on there. So
no, I just have a bird cage.
You just got a bird cage, okay.
Yeah.
Mine Atlas from Odin Works, which I'm sure helps. It's a decent muzzle brake that was $100 or whatever, so it's got to be doing something. It better be doing something, or it owes me some money.
I love my 458 SOCOM.
yeah, similar problem. Yeah, SOCOM, similar problem.
Love my 4.
West Covina Dodge, what's up, man?
Ron is right. MC, you are welcome to come as well. We can make this a whole thing where it's the battle of the Kentuckians versus the Michiganians and the Texans.
Who am I going to bring with me? I'm going to bring Eric Cortinas.
I thought we agreed on all 3. Is it just cheap gun? Buy the cheapest gun you can find, and we're all gonna have to have like a group chat about this.
Yeah, all right, let's iron that out.
Yeah,
it'd be tough to do it remotely. You'd pretty much have to do it in person. The problem is me getting to you. Reloads and watch Eagle smile. Carl, something bad happened.
Yes, Dakota. I've been to Uncle Flea's a bunch. I call it Uncle Flea's. I don't call it Uncle Lee's. It's a gun shop here. Don't dox me, Dakota. You know where I live. Do not dox me. So, just fair warning. Like, don't dox me, Dakota. He knows where I live, so.
Okay, so man, the hard part is going to be getting to you for any amount of time. So I've been sharing more and more on different live streams, different videos, more about like what I do and stuff like that. So this week is finishing up a very big part. Is it echoing or echo?
Not on my end.
Okay. So I'm finishing a big part of what I do.
But you're chittering in and out.
Okay. Let me go back to this setup right. So anyway, up a big piece of what I do here, and that is week. And then the next big thing I do starts the day after Memorial Day, and that runs me through the summer. But I run sporting events basically, and it's tough for me to get away. I'm going to be gone a week for spring break. We're going to Arizona to catch some spring training games with the family. Going to do the Grand Canyon thing. We're going to ride in a train. We're going to like ride and sleep in a train, like a car train that has like passenger, sleeper, that stuff in it. It's going to be pretty fun. But I'm going to get away for that for a week, which is going to be tough. And then I have to hire 30 people between spring break and summertime for my summer sporting events. So it's just hard for me to get away. And then in the fall, with school starting and all those events starting back up again, the fall is hard for me to get away as well. I'm a little locked down. Like I have freedom during the week, but like I don't have freedom for like more than like a couple days. But I think it's probably like 8 or 9 hours to you. I don't think it's 7. I think I could be in my 17 hours. I don't think you're that far away.
I don't know. I think last time I went to San Antonio, it was like 14 hours. I might be wrong.
San Antonio is like 5 hours south of me.
Okay, then yeah, maybe only like 8 hours. I've got a really good friend that I aggravate all the time, and I text her all the time, ask her if she's ready to move back home where we can get married. And she lives down in San Antonio.
Okay.
I do not advise getting married ever again. However, we aggravate each other.
I don't really. I mean, I absolutely love my wife. She's fantastic, but I don't really recommend getting married either. And I'm actually worried about that. Like I have a elementary school boy. Like, man, what are the women going to be like in like 15 years whenever he's, 20 something? Like, geez Louise, I don't know that the females are going to be worth much then. Hopefully there's some good ones still around. She lives in Alamo. Russian vodka.
But nah, life's crazy, man. I don't know. We're both in the same boat. We both have young kids. Like I've got a young son. So I don't know. It's a whole nother ball game now.
Yeah.
Compared to when I was younger. Like the things I did when I was a kid, when I say kid, like younger than 18, where I don't know. Oh, DK's got 9-year-old twins. Bless your heart, I'm a twin.
Wow.
I know how that goes. Twin telepathy is a real thing.
Oh, you muted yourself.
I think the echo is coming from me. I don't know. Is the echo still there when I unmute myself? That's what I'm trying to figure out, if it's me or if it's you.
I'll be perfectly silent.
What's up, David Wilcott? See, I thought the...
Okay,
All
what
right, so no echo now, DK says.
he just tries to avoid life.
Yeah, he says he tries to avoid her as much as he can. So I do want to check with everybody here. So Mr. Ron and I have been playing with the idea of co-hosting this channel together and changing this channel to Bending the Outdoors, where we both talk about hunting, fishing, camping, just outdoors things. Because as much as I love my firearms and stuff like that, I compete way too much. And I do not enjoy making firearms content, but I enjoy the aspect of talking with everybody and having this great community that we have, where we can talk about the football games, fishing, hunting, firearms, Eagle Run 2-3 blowing up his guns,
Or other people.
aliens. And so I want everybody's opinions here. If they would be opposed to listening to that with Ron and I co-hosting it. Ron and I are both crazy busy, so you have to be very understanding with that. It's been a month and a half since I've done anything on here. But just
I think it'd be cool.
DK says he's in if it's Ron and I. Now, this will be things to do in the outdoors without shoes. Hey now. Hey now. Possible things to do without shoes. Flip flops only.
I do not own flops.
I am in flip flops.
Oh no. I do wear flip flops.
Oh.
DK's got 20 acres and no cabin. Camping, small cabin. Nice.
There may be some firearms videos that randomly get popped up on here, but for the most part, it'd be just like this type format, just this podcast, where it's different. Like it breaks away from everything. And the big reason why behind it is my fishing channel. I absolutely love doing. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. And that has become my main focus. Just 100% transparency with you guys. That has become my main focus right there, is that. So that's why you haven't seen a whole lot here. But
And you're still going to get people to put articles on everything. Talk to them. That's
I still
fine.
didn't hear you.
Is that me?
Yeah, you're echoing really bad. What'd you say?
I said you're still going to tell everyone to put Arca Swiss on everything anytime someone asks.
I am. Steve Kelly says it sounds like dial-up. Y'all got real internet down there?
I'll get my kids a little bit fast.
Yeah, David said it's that you're echoing pretty rough over there.
I can turn my.
If you have your phone on a hard surface, that might be what it is. That's way better.
Okay.
Oh,
Normally I'm on the PC set up with the earbuds for the live stream. So this is a cell phone operation today.
okay. So
So it would be all live streams with you and Ron.
yes. And like if there's a week where I can't do it, it would be Ron running solo.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give Ron the login to this channel, like the email and the login to this channel. And then what we're thinking about doing, because this is something, whether we monetize this channel or not, like if this channel ever reaches monetization, cool, whatever. But if it does, what we've thought about doing is every quarter we take all the monetization funds from the quarter, like whether we have channel members, so on and so forth, and stuff like that, and then take all that money and set up giveaways where it's here's a fishing pole, here's fishing lures, here's a gift card to Corbella's or to Bass Pro or Academy or something like that. So that's what we're talking about doing. And then I also want to, Ron and I have talked about this too, like set up some type of youth organization where we get the youth in the outdoors, either shooting clay pigeons or fishing or something like that. Like we've talked about that, like where we take all this money and we invest it into a small youth type program just to get them out fishing and camping and things like that.
So the money part of it would be pretty cool. Like my Eagle. So this is unsweet iced tea, no sugar, unsweet iced tea in a mason jar because I'm a sap. That would be a lot of scotch for me. I'm not much of a drinker. Okay, so the monetization part. Eagle Reloads hit monetization in November.
Mm-hmm.
And now it has like 1,800 subscribers. It's continuing the watch time, but it's very like minimally. I hear myself echoing now. Do you hear it? Better? Oh, it went away on my end. Okay, so the Eagle Reloads got like 1,700 subs. Watch time is minimal. There's you guys, you can go look on there and see how much views there are. That channel in 3 months has made $75. Which, as opposed to the Eagle Run channel, we crossed 9,000 subscribers yesterday, and it makes more like $600 or $800 a month. I just crossed like 3 or 4 million views total on the channel, so it's getting like 300,000 views every 30 days, and so when the views get up there, it makes money that you could do like, I mean, you could do awesome giveaways. Like I want to really up the stuff that I'm doing a giveaway. It took me way too long to do a giveaway. I need to do another one right away. As soon as we cross 10K, I'm going to do another one, which should be a couple more weeks. And we'll cross 10K. We'll do another one right at 10K. But I think that kind of stuff's cool when you can do like every live stream. Like I'm hop on, like, you ever get on Chris from the 740? Like every single live stream he does giveaways, and it's just stuff people send him. I think that makes it fun, especially if you guys are doing like all live content. I think it'd be super fun to, every time you log in, there's 30, 60, 90, 100 people watching. First strike giveaway. I have not had a strike yet in 23. Looking good so far.
Boom Country, if you're here, I think Ron, you're a mod too. Does Ron show up as a mod on your end?
Here,
I'm like 90% sure he is. I know you're a mod too, but if Ron's not, I'll make him a mod.
Here, I'll I'm not.
But if somebody, one of my mods out there, I'm like 99% sure. You're welcome to post Eagle. There you go. Ron's a channel member or channel mod.
Ooh,
There it is, DK.
I got that blue red.
Yeah, Ron already beat you to it though.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ron.
It's been so long since I've been on here, I didn't know who my mods were anymore.
I need to get a hold of Ron. He would be a good live stream guest, wouldn't he?
Ron is a good person. John is, or Ron John Surf Shop. Ron is probably one of my favorite people that I've ever met off of here. Ron, if you want, I will send Mr. Eagle Run through your telephonic communication device.
I'm gonna send it too.
Or message Ronaldo on the Instagrams.
I don't know if I follow him.
Did you get a hold of Adam the other day? Did you message him?
No. I will.
Ron said I can give you his phone number. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Now, Ron is just as busy as I am, so, and you are. We're all three just crazy busy.
Trying to find little pockets of.
Yeah. So, Dakota, my best advice to you, when you do it, if you wait till Wednesday or Thursday, just get all your stuff set up for it, get your video recorded, record your video longer on your phone, and we will link up Wednesday or Thursday, and I will show you the editing software that I use, and we'll download it, put it on your cell phone, and I will give you a crash course in editing. And then from there, you just got to roll with it.
Should he film all vertically, do a short?
No, do it horizontal. He's doing magnet fishing.
Yeah.
So,
I have a hard time with that because I'll make a video wide and then I need to go post a short. So it's hard to switch back and forth.
Dakota, are you going to use your channel there, or are you going to create a channel? Said he would play. Because either way, we can get you some subs pretty quick while you're in here. I don't know if it's going to let me pull him up while I'm on stream. Can you pull him up while you're on StreamYard?
Let me see. I'm running two devices here.
He's got two phones, one for his plug, two for his hose. David Wolfcott is okay. So Dakota is going to create a new channel. Okay. Once Dakota creates a new channel, guys, I will share Dakota's stuff on my channel wall on both channels. So yeah, once I create a channel, or once Dakota creates his channel, I will share it on my community wall. Look for it Wednesday, Thursday, one of those 2 days, and I will share it. That way everybody has it, and we'll get it out there and try to get him his first 10 subs. How about that? So
Can't you either one of the mags in the Hunter or the Tactical?
Should be AICS mags.
You can run anything.
Yeah.
So he shouldn't be limited by magazine.
Unless it's based on where he lives, but I think AICS mags. So DK says as soon as he gets his concealed carry in hand, he'll be posting a bunch of videos on the gun vault build and some details on the firearm shooting range days, etc. Cool, dude. Oh
Out
yeah.
at his property. Ugh.
Oh yeah. While the Magpul Hunter is a customizable stock and a 5-round detachable magazine. If you want a really good stock, but you're gonna spend money on it, I highly recommend Manners composite stocks. They're pretty lightweight. They're a good hunting stock. And from there,
So, in addition to that, Arrow Precision as well as Faction Firearms have both put out stocks that would work with that.
yeah, MDT does. Modular Driven Technology has chassis. Manners has chassis. I say support Manners because my really good friend Robert Brentley, that was the King of 2 Mile that we just had on a couple months ago, he is one of the top guys over there, and Robert is one of my closest friends I have. In the shooting sports world, Robert is one of my best people I know. And so go over, support Robert, tell him you came there, tell him Bending sent you, and he'll get you taken care of.
He's got a 138 with
Yeah, that Savage 338 Lapua is pretty raunchy. No, Manners.
Well, we didn't get to talk about aliens.
I know, we totally got sidetracked, and we've been going for like an hour.
Do you believe in aliens?
I do.
So you think we are not alone?
No, I do not. The universe is way too vast to say that we're the only civilization to ever be out here.
Don't disagree. Do you think that, like, are you one of the people who think that, like, alien technology has, like, helped us advance our civilization?
Yeah, I really do, because if you think about it, I'm not saying the human mind is not a great thing and a powerful thing, because the human mind is capable of doing things that we just can't really explain. However, I will say I greatly question that we're the only civilized or developed organism in the size of a galaxy that we live in. Truly.
Are you familiar with the what do they call it? The dark night, or whatever that object is that's floating out in space, that's sending out, like, transmissions. So they can't tell that it's collecting transmissions from us, but obviously it must be. And they've seen at different times how it sends out little bursts of data, and it's orbiting us like a satellite, but it does not move. Oh, I can't see my hand. It does not move. It stays in its spot. Have you heard of this thing?
I haven't, but that doesn't.
They'll put exactly. Oh, and West Coast is out on the okay. I think it's called the Dark Knight. I think that's what it's called.
I'm not sure what it's called, but there have been transmissions that have been picked up by this whatever beacon thing that they send out that plays orchestra music throughout the universe.
I've heard of this.
and it has picked up transmissions throughout. So that does not shock me. And just the sheer fact that we found another planet that was, what, 20 million light years away that was a direct resemblance of Earth, you can't tell me that's a coincidence. Like,
So going back to my, conservative Christian upbringing, the story of creation, I definitely am a believer in, but I also don't think that like um, the creation story in the Bible is what I believe. But I also don't think, holy crap, it's called Dark Knight, right? Oh, DK. um, I also think that like it doesn't necessarily exclude the possibility that like there's not other versions of humans that live in other galaxies on other planets. I don't think that it excludes that, but I do believe that like the creation story, right?
I'm also a firm believer in parallel universes.
So potentially other worlds, right? Like the combination of how our planet is, with the oxygen composition, the amount of light and heat that we get, the amount of water, all of it is perfectly tuned. So if you imagine like a row of dials, right? And it's perfectly tuned so that it supports our life, right? But if it were, 1% in a different direction on those dials, we couldn't live here as we do now. That's a little mind-boggling to me, because that doesn't leave a lot of room for other things,
It doesn't leave a lot of room for error either.
Right.
That's the scary part about it, is there's so much with it that could, like, really go detrimentally wrong.
I mean, 1% in another direction, and we're not alive.
So see, MC knows what we're talking about. And if there's not aliens, explain to me how there's another set of pyramids on Mars.
I mean, explain how there's other pyramids on other continents when intercontinental travel wasn't really a reliable option.
Well, see, there's been research done on the pyramids. I don't know how much of oh,
Indoor shooting moon.
Good night, David.
So there's a channel called Suspicious Observers, and they put out a daily video that is a good recap of what's happening on the sun, how the sun cycles and things like that affect our weather here. They can predict hyper accurately tornado or volcanoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, because, and I've become a believer in this, the sun's weather, the space weather is our weather. And whenever they see those sunspots pop up and we get X flares, then it's just like start the timer. 24 hours later, there's going to be an 8 earthquake somewhere, or a high 7, or even a scary 9 earthquake. And like they predicted all those earthquakes that came here recently, because that came right after a big solar flare. I think that stuff's fascinating.
Well, and it's so hard to, because I do not want to get in a religious topic, because my religious topic or my religious beliefs don't necessarily correlate with everybody else's that are generally gun people. I'm just going to be realistic there. But I also Have you ever had like a strange epiphany while you've been out doing something
100%.
and
Yeah.
like a premonition of things that have happened?
Yeah.
Like you know that you've been in this place before, but you've never physically been there in this lifetime.
I think it
Explain
happens less
that.
since I've been really tired, but it used to happen more often.
MC's got a valid point.
Solar flare. And
But like I don't know, man. Like it's so weird because I don't know. You can't explain the things that have happened on this earth and the things that, like, even from a biblical standpoint, that have happened. And then you want to tell me that we've magically just populated again to the level that we are? It makes no sense.
yeah. So another thing that's really been popped up right now, and this is from I mostly know about this from the Suspicious Observers YouTube channel, is that our like our planet Earth is made, it has different layers, right? And um you've also probably heard of like pole shifting, where like our North Pole moves around quite a bit and it's kind of spiraling out. Have you seen that before? So right now um they think that like there's a layer of crust that is supposed to be ice underneath us is melting, and they think that that's what's going to cause this to kind of rotate for us. And it could be that like the North Pole ends up somewhere in like near, I think it was like near Alaska, and then it would move again out even further. And then it's possible that like 6 8 months, a year later, it moves back to where it is now. And they think that this has happened before, which is just wild to me. um, but also I know that like there's parts of like I'm originally from Kansas, and so there's parts of like Kansas that had like, I'm sorry.
The Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
Oh, that was tonight. Yeah, they won. There's parts of like Kansas that has like icebergs that moved all of these stones that drug them. I'm sure in Michigan there's parts of this as well, but as far down into Kansas and Oklahoma, they have these giant rocks that have been pushed, over time. And it's like, we can't imagine now there being ice in Kansas. Like, but if there was a polar shift and that part of it was cold for a while, then it's interesting that that could have actually done that. I have a deja vu and premonitions. We are on. I mean, I can't say you're wrong.
I can't either, and I also believe that everybody has a spirit animal. Like I know this sounds really weird coming from somebody that fishes the amount that he fishes, but I really believe that people have spirit animals too. And the reason why I say that is back in 2010, 2011, after my mom had died, we were down at the farm. I had this old 89 Jeep Cherokee that was the biggest piece of crap I had ever had in my life. Like literally the first day I drove it, the motor blew up in it. I had to drop a junkyard motor in it. Like this is how big of a piece of junk this thing was. And so we were working on it, and this little fawn came up and jumped in the passenger seat of the Jeep and just sat down and was just chilling there. Didn't care that I was sitting there, just sitting there hanging out, having a good old time.
So your spirit animal is a deer?
It might be. It's one of the country's biggest hunted critters there are. And of course, that would be the one that like attaches to me.
You should have a spirit animal that's like a 3.5 pound bass.
Or a smallmouth bass. Oh, speaking of smallmouth bass, coming on the channel, on my fishing channel, here in about March, you guys will get to see a fish for the first time ever I have finally caught. And what's up, Mike?
Look at DK's comment.
I got my Dr. Pepper.
Long story short.
Actually, I cannot eat red meat. I'm actually allergic to red meat. That's the weird thing. That's why I don't hunt, is because I can't eat red meat.
Y'all know.
Ron's spirit animal is John Wayne.
Good for you, sir. Good for you. My spirit animal is a bald eagle.
MC, I used to fish in Lake Michigan all the time, and I used to catch perch. We called them perch. I don't really know if they were actually perch or not, but we used to always catch those off the pier in Milwaukee. We would go down to the pier at Milwaukee Park to the pier and catch perch off the pier. I mean, those perch would be like, I don't know, 10, 12 inches long. Yeah, about that big. But they were they're like 10, 12 inches long and just would fight and fight and fight. They were so much fun to catch. But so hunting chicken. Actually, West Covington Dodge or Savannah Dodge, we actually have wild chickens here in Kentucky. Ironically enough. No, these were long, skinny perch. They weren't like they weren't bluegill. They were like long, skinny perch.
There's like 100 perch.
Yeah. Oh my Lord. All right, now. I do not condone violence.
DK's
I know, I do not condone violence, DK.
lake perch, size of your palm.
No, these were big. But anyways, they were fun to catch and just fought and fought. And, well, it felt like they fought. We used to fish for them on ultralights. And so, like, they would just... Oh, okay, yes. Yes. Okay, we're probably talking about the same thing. Loved catching those things. I used to go with my neighbor Kenny. He was an older guy. He was actually the first person to ever take me fishing when I was like, I guess 7 or 8 years old. I was really little. And first person to ever take me fishing was Kenny.
I need to.
You need to take your kids fishing.
We got all the stuff.
You need to take your kids fishing, then take your neighbor's kids with you fishing with your kids.
Everybody.
Take them all fishing.
My
Bring home.
older neighbor, aka the oldest neighbor on the planet, has a boat.
And he doesn't take you fishing?
He's offered several times. I just haven't gone. A rhino. It could be a rhino. Lake trout.
Yeah, like we caught some muskie when I lived up in Wisconsin. I've caught some big muskie and big pike. Like up north. Well, Wisconsin is north in retrospect to Kentucky. However, but like the northern part of Wisconsin, like where all the lakes are, like where Noah's Ark and all that stuff is. Noah's Ark is a water park, not actually Noah's Ark. We used to go up there and And we used to go up there and go fishing all the time. Caught some big pike and big perch. See, no, I don't fuck with no snakes. That's something I do not mess with.
Oh, I saw MC cross the pheasant. Good for you, brother.
He did.
How many? You got 4K watch hours yet?
He should. He's built his channel like really good. Congrats, MC. But well, we have been going for over an hour, and I did not expect to go this long, and I don't think Mr. Eagle Run 23 did either.
I want to show you this. Do you know Hasbro? If you know Hasbro, he sent me a little care package here. Somebody sent me an anneal. You gotta be careful when you say this. Annealer. Somebody sent it to me. It didn't have a name on it, and Annealy's did not send it to me. I thought maybe they sent it to me, but they didn't. But anyway, Hasbro has this little product here that he's selling, and it's a shield for the rubber wheels to keep them from getting too hot. So it's all the hardware that you need, and he sent this to me a couple weeks ago, but I just opened it, so I need to get this installed. I'll have a video on the reloading channel for that. Tomorrow on my Eagle Run 23 channel, we're gonna have the owner of Tracked Optics coming on. It's gonna be fun. Gonna interview him.
Oh yeah, that'll be a great interview. I won't be able to make it. I'll be at work, but I'll try to listen to it on my lunch or something.
Okay.
As much of it as I can.
Yeah, he said he can go for however long we have. So.
Oh yeah, that'll be good, dude. Like, I'm stoked for you. I'm stoked to how your channel's growing. I'm stoked. Like everybody in here that has channels, I'm super stoked seeing y'all's channels succeed and everybody grow and everybody having fun with it. Like, I'm super excited to see it. Like I said before, if you want to catch me and figure out what I'm up to, the best thing to do is, hold on one moment, come over and subscribe to my Bending Lures channel. I do post on there daily. I do reply to all my comments. I do heart all my comments. I do like all my comments. And you will see a little bit more of the petty side of me over there when people are being petty in my comments, especially over here. But come over there and say hello, drop a comment, smash the doobly-doo, smash that like, ring that bell, all that jazzy good stuff. MC is over there every day and comments on all my stuff, and we have tons of conversations over there. We do not do lives over there, it's only here. And it is a very fishy channel. So you have to be careful. But it doesn't smell like fish. So, but yeah. We got a new species alert on a video that's dropping. The long form videos over there, I think I just recorded my longest one and it's 6 minutes and 23 seconds long.
Nice.
I mean, time is money for everybody, so try to be short, sweet, and to the point. So, yeah.
Yeah, MC says your trailer looks.
Yeah.
MC is my only person who comments on my Rumble channel.
He commented on mine too. And it took me a second to realize who he was because it's not MC on there.
Yeah.
It's Michigan Conservative. And I was like, who is this? And then it took me a second to be like, oh, that's MC. I guess I never put 2 and 2 together what MC stood for on YouTube. I don't know.
Well, MC stands, yeah.
but it's all good there. But thank you, Dakota. Dakota got to see the kayak trailer in person the other day.
Oh,
Like,
no.
yeah. So
Boom Country might have actually a tracked up today. Allegedly, some TRS guys are coming with some of the local stuff.
Boom wants to know what time is your live.
Yeah, he may have actually topic. It is going to be 8 o'clock. That's Central Time Zone for you guys not in Texas. We only have Texas time here. We don't have Central Time.
Yeah, you're on the right time zone where some of them other people on the other side of the state of Kentucky that don't wear no shoes over there are on the wrong time zone.
Oh, you're Central.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to know how far over Central.
Well, what's really weird is I'm like right on the edge of the Central and Eastern time zone. Like if you go an hour,
You're doxing yourself here.
yeah, you go an hour east, I am gone.
I always wonder how that works when you live close to it and you're like running over to the other city and it's in a different time zone. That seems so messy.
Well, so the weird part about it is I've got a really good friend that literally lives one part of his house is in the Eastern time zone, the other part of his house is in the Central time zone, and he works in the Eastern time zone. So he just goes completely off Eastern time zone. And he has to remember when he goes into town that he's an hour ahead of them all the time. So
I said what I said. Wear shoes.
No, we do not wear shoes in Kentucky, believe it or not. I wear shoes sometimes when I have to, but it's only because I have to. But I know a lot of people that don't wear shoes, even when they need to. But, all right, guys. Well, we are going to jump up out of here. And anything more crazy exciting going on in the world of Eagle Run 2.3s? Any more guns being blown up this week?
I have not blown up any. Truthfully, I haven't shot a gun since I blew that gun up. So we need to go mentally get past that very soon. But no, there's a lot going on. I got to get through this week and then I'll get back to I was when I'm free and I'm not doing when I'm not like covered up, I'll make daily videos. Like I got no problem doing little dailies. I'll do 5 times a week, no problem, because I'm out here doing stuff. I just turn the camera on. So 5, 6, 7 times a week's not uncommon. When you see me posting that often, I freed up a little bit.
Oh yeah. Eagle Run gun blow up on his channel. Yes, it did. Well, it wasn't his. It was Carl's.
It was one of my subscribers. I met one of my subscribers at a gun range, and I did not follow any of my reloading friends' advice, and I shot my reloads through his gun, and I messed up. I did not do it for content. It was that video has not made enough money to pay for all of my mistakes yet. I don't know that it ever will. But yeah, 8.6 blackout goes boom, and it goes pretty big boom. But I've got him all squared away. I'm going to be putting Aero Precision. That barrel showed up on Friday. I'm going to go meet him tomorrow. I'm going to get the barrel, and then I'm going to put everything back together. That'll be a video this week. And he has some property. We're going to go out to his property and test fire it with factory ammo. So yeah.
There you go.
All is good. No one was hurt. Lessons were learned.
Quit shooting your reloads at other people's boom bangs.
Never again.
But Mr. Kurt 24, thanks for joining us tonight. I appreciate it. I'm sorry Boom, that you want a cigar. But, all right, well, I will holler at everybody later, and everybody stay safe. And until next time, take your neighbor's kid fishing. See ya. Bye.